Hi, Cancer friends. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So, we are going to do your overall reading for January of 2023. And I first want to say thank you to everyone that's continued to support me, shown up, booked personal readings, other healings, all the private events that I've done. So if you've been involved with me at all, then I want to give you my sincere gratitude and thanks. It has been a very fabulous year, and it's been a very busy year. 2022 was cray-cray for a lot of people due to the amount of changes that we collectively had to go through. But January is going to be pretty calm compared to what we've had to go through, and there are a few points for cancers in general. What I can tell you, we have 4 major things that are going to take place here in the month of January. And for Cancer specifically, this year, what I believe is going to be taking place for a lot of you guys is a lot of social changes for yourself, your friends, your groups, shifting and sorting the individuals that are going to be in your world that are supporting you, making those different types of decisions. So for January, we have a couple of things that are in place already. As you guys know, we're in Mercury retrograde until the 18th of the month. We are in Mars retrograde until the 12th of the month. And then as we kick over into Aquarius season on the 22nd, we switch the Uranus and Taurus placement that has affected most of us this upcoming, or this previous year in 2022, with a lot of financial shifts into the energy of Aquarius. And then we switch over into the year of the rabbit, coming out of the year of the dragon. So for a lot of people, we are moving into a more harmonious phase. 2023 is a 7 universal year, which is a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of spiritual growth, a lot of people getting in more into their spirituality, whatever your personal spirit wants to be able to perceive. Religiosity aside, there's a lot of things that are going to be shifting, but specifically for our Cancer friends here, we are going to be looking at a lot of social shifts for yourself, and that's good, right? It's perfect. So, knowing that those things are taking place, we have a couple of other main things that are happening. So first, obviously, New Year's. It's a 1/1 portal, so hopefully your New Year's is fantastic for you. Put in some beautiful wishes, and know that the universe is coming in to help harmonize a few different things for you. We have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th. So, good. We have Friday the 13th coming up, and that's actually a very lucky day for a lot of people. We have MLK the week of the 16th, which is going to be heightening awareness for social justice and some things for a lot of people. There'll probably be some specific pop-outs that I do this month when it comes to some of those bigger social things. And then, of course, we have the new moon kicking off Aquarius on the 21st of the month. Those are the main things that are happening in January. So I just wanted to put those things out there. I'm not going to get into too many of the transits here in this reading. This needs to be an overall for you. I'm asking that the universe just help break down what we're going to do here this particular month. And of course, we're starting it off with your sacred geometry card. I will share that with you here in just a minute. But I'm going to pull a couple of different oracle cards to give support to what's going on with that before we jump into the tarot to get a little bit more specific. It's just going to be off the chain for a lot of people. 2022 was just very, very big and heavy, especially with the portal changes, especially with the eclipse energy. And we have January, February, and March, for the most part, are also going to be very calm as far as a galactic perspective is concerned. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we will have an opportunity to make some shifts. And you have time to get into some of the different energies that need to shift for you. So I really encourage you to take a look at your sun, your moon, your rising to get your full perspective. Everything that I say here from a general is not going to resonate with everyone 100%, and it's not supposed to. You kind of need to know where you're at within those different placements. But what I can tell you right now, as I'm looking at some of these base cards coming in, is exactly what I'm talking about. First, your sacred geometry card has everything to do with meditation, connecting to your higher wisdom, and that is going to allow you to evaluate what's going on within your social systems, your friends, your groups. Some of that will be work for you. This is, I said this is a 7 universal year, and this first month we are starting off with 7 energy when it comes to meditation. So this symbol here is the Shri Yantra. This is very good for finances, and it's very good for assuming that you use this image and the energy of the Shri Yantra to bring into you the things that you're manifesting from a financial perspective, but also anything else that you would like to bring into you. So that is huge. That is huge energy for you guys. So here's what we've got going on with our energy oracles. We have journey coming up. Now, journey can mean a couple of different things for people. It can mean physical location, physical moving, going to some places, doing some different types of things. We have this synchronization coming in with the energy of yin yang, okay? And I go back to the year of the rabbit because it's also called the water rabbit. It's also called the black rabbit, but the yin energy is what adds to the energy of this, okay? So you've got your yin yang. Master Energy 22. The Journey card is also 2, so that could have some significance for you depending upon how you are respecting yourself with the numerology that comes in. Here's going to be a little bit of your challenge. We have the Goddess of the Moon that's showing up in the reverse position, okay? And what that means is that for some of you, there's going to be a need, again, to actually go in and meditate. There's going to be a need for you to actually go in and listen and compose yourself so that you can be in a position to understand what those changes need to be for you. Not saying that you're avoiding anything, but I am saying that it's going to be important for you to go in and receive these different pieces of information. They're asking me to go in and clarify with a different numerology card. Let's see what we have going on here for our Cancer. I think some of you are, from what it is that they're asking me to share, have felt disconnected from spirit a little bit here at the tail end of 2022. And so this is going to be the requirement for you here in 2023. So the first energy that comes up is the health card from a numerology perspective, 71. They're asking me to follow this up. Spiritual partnership, that has everything to do with groups again. That is going to be important for you. This journey is also being supported with the adventure card. Again, energy of 55, which means change is inevitable. But what this boils down to is where you're at within your self-discipline. So some of you are needing to reground your energy, okay? And I do think that you're going to have a better position when it comes to this full moon in your sign of Cancer when you get towards the 6th of the month, because anything that has not matched where it is that you need to, where you would like to be, has to shift here in 2023. It just does. Again, 7 universal year, meaning year of spirituality, meaning if it doesn't match you from body, mind, spirit, it has to shift. It has to go. And if there's been any level of resistance for you, this is the time for it to kind of make its way out throughout this particular year. If you felt disconnected, trust that your angels and spirit guides are with you, but they're just inviting you to come in and reconnect with them in a different way. And it's a very beautiful thing. So I'm going to put these ones off to the side. I'm going to go in with the Kipper just to get a little bit more information. And then I'm going to just pull some tarot cards, and I'm going to pull cards specifically for each week just to support what it is that is coming up here. I'm not going to go into the transits or anything like that this particular month, at least not in this particular broadcast. There it is. The first card that shows up is the bad health card. When the bad health card shows up in this position, it does mean whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, whatever the case may be, we are moving out of this bad energy. It means that there's a turnaround that is coming for you. Okay, I do like that energy because it's supporting what it is that we're seeing. We also have the energy of house that's coming in here. That is another 2 energy. All right, so being in the right place at the right time, but also taking action is important with that energy of master energy number 2. Okay, I do feel that some of you are going to have a bigger shift when it comes into the Cancerian energy that pops in for all of us. Excuse me, the Aquarius energy that pops in for all of us around the 22nd. I think you guys are going to be significantly surrounded by that. The distant horizons in the reverse position means that you have not quite gotten to the point, and this is the point. This is the time for you to make that shift with this adventure. So some of you are going to need to take that very, very seriously. For some of you, like I said, with this Uranus and Taurus that is shifting now into Aquarius, money has been a concern for some of you. And that is going to need to be addressed because there is some things that are holding you off of your path. Okay, that's what we've got here. We've got the pathway in the reverse position, and then that's supported with the sudden wealth, and then the child card in the reverse position. So it doesn't mean that you are oblivious to it. It just means that there has been some, maybe a little bit of so many different activities going on within family. Could be child, it could be your own inner child that has a need for a little bit more support, healing. Okay, so this is where the self-discipline comes in with that numerology card for sure. The adventure of you moving forward in your journey is exactly what it is that is going to lead you to what that means. So with the goddess of the moon sitting in the reverse position, it's very similar to the high priestess card energy mixed in with the energy of the moon card. Things are going to start revealing themselves to you, and all you have to do is just be in a moderate position. You have to be in the middle. Everyone in 2023 is going to be asked to try to hold themselves in as much grounding energy as you possibly can. So not too far left, not too far right, just trying to be in the middle so that you can flow with whatever change is coming up in your world, so that you can get further on your path. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a couple tarot cards to specifically discuss what the first, second, third, and fourth week are going to look like that supports those different energies coming in. And then we will read from the Sacred Geometry book a little bit more about what the Sri Yantra can do for you. But we'll also pull in the Oracle of the Radiant Sun just to see what else we have going on. But let's see what we have for the first week for our Cancers. We have the energy of the Sun card. So highlighting things that need to be opened up for you. Okay. Find out where the Sun energy is in your particular chart for this first week, if you happen to know your natal chart. The energy of the Sun card in any reading is a very beautiful energy because, again, it's highlighting something. It usually means that whatever's being highlighted is going to be the thing that is going to shift for you a little bit. So let's see what we have as far as that highlight. For me, it also has everything to do with health. It's talking about our vibrancy. The Sun energy has a lot to do with our success. It has everything to do with fame. It has everything to do with victory. It has everything to do with how you feel within your self-identity, right? You and your experience in this earth walk, this journey. And with the Death card presenting in the reverse position, it does mean that there's a little bit of resistance towards doing something, or that something has not come full circle at this moment. But if you look at it in combination, what's being highlighted for you is the things that you know need to shift and those things that need to change. So we will have this first week of January, like I said, pretty low key in energy. With those retrogrades, we haven't had a lot of energy, especially with Mars being in retrograde, to move forward. And with Mercury also in retrograde, communication could have been a challenge. Travel has definitely been a concern for people. Technology can be a concern for people. And just overall understanding of things could be a concern for some people. Now, if you have Gemini, Virgo, or Aries also in your chart, then you would have very specifically been affected by some of these potentially, depending upon where it sits in your chart, because those those signs are governed by those planets. Okay, let's see what else we have in the second week of Cancer for our Cancers. Okay, so in the already in transition, already in flow is the Four of Swords. And this is pretty much what I think the Sun is trying to talk about. Your resting period is getting ready to come to an end. You are going to be asked to take some action. And let's see what else we have that bridges underneath the Death card. Yeah. Well, here we go. Physical, mental, spiritual, financial restoration with this Ace of Cups, which is beautiful, but it is highlighting and it's sitting here right next to this Eight of Coins. So some of it is going to be work, but some of it is going to be work on yourself, right? Energizing the energy of what's happening with a potential journey. So work for some of you is going to be the main thing. What is it that I'm doing for a living? Who is it that I'm working with? Do I resonate with those people? Is it really time for me to make moves? Those are the things that are going to come out for you the second week of the month here. And again, with the full moon in Cancer, it's time to release yourself from anything that you kind of feel a little stuck with. At least own the energy. It's you and you having a conversation with you and you. So, you know, it doesn't have to involve anyone else when you get into full moon or new moon practices or using any of the phases of the moon to take you to those places. What do we have coming up the third week? We have the Ace of Coins. That is everything to do with new opportunities, right? New energy coming towards you, usually financial. It doesn't always have to be, wanted to fly right out. Hierophant, higher commitment. This is going to be a lot of work energy for a lot of people. And then we have another card that comes in. There it is. There's the Lover's card. Okay, so the Ace of Coins with the Hierophant, with the Lovers, okay? We could say, just to put the signage out there, that it's possible that you are dealing with a Taurus because the Hierophant manages the Taurus energy. Of course, the Lover's card is all about our gem buddies over there. So if you're on the cusp, that could have some things to do with what or who you could be dealing with, potentially Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but you could also be on the cusp. But everything that I'm seeing here, Ace of Coins, Hierophant, and the Lovers, this to me is higher self coming in more so than anything else as I'm seeing it. So the Lovers usually has to do with a choice, a decision that needs to be made, right? We all know that. With the Hierophant, we're talking higher level commitment. Usually higher level commitment has everything to do with education. It has everything to do with work. It has everything to do with expansive energy when it comes to the commitment that you are putting your time, energy, and effort into. But with this Ace of Coins, this is a gift coming from the universe. Again, you already had the Death card, which is important, but you also had the Ace of Cups. So there's restoration coming. So the universe is encouraging you during that third week to really kind of own what you would like to experience coming up next. I think this is awesome. This is a pretty simple read, my friends. Let's talk about the fourth week for our Cancers. What else do we have that fourth week coming up? Okay, so the card that pops out, there you go. There is the energy of the Magician. So when Mercury comes out of its retrograde and is fully stationed on the 18th, give it a couple days, usually 2, 3, 4 days, depending upon how deep you feel it, there is an opportunity coming towards you. What the universe is saying is that you have everything in you to be able to push the boundaries. You have everything that's within you to make requests and to let some other things take place. Now we do have the new moon, like we said, on the 21st. So there's an opportunity for you again to call in and manifest the new things that you would like to be able to have. Here's what we've got supporting that Magician. We've got the Knight of Cups along with the Eight of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is an individual energy that's coming towards you. It's positive energy. Now the Eight of Swords is everything to do with just a little bit of fear. So if you are looking to break out, if you are looking to shift a role when it comes to work or something else, that's just kind of temporary, sort of like, oh, this is getting ready to happen, and it's nervous energy before you take another big step, right? And the final card that comes with it is the Page of Swords. So the reason that that is significant is because what that means is that there is this new energy that is coming towards you, and you're just finalizing everything that you would have been dealing with from the past up into that particular moment. So that's actually really, really good. This is very good. You, even with the sun highlighting death here, the things that must change and are going to change, receiving those aces and this beautiful energy of the night is saying, we've got this, right? So if you've been feeling a little bit disconnected, trust that the universe is still supporting you. Trust that the universe is letting you know that you're not too far off the path. Now's the time to get back on the path and get back to what your path is. Again, for you, it's going to be all about your groups. It's going to be all about your what's important to you as far as who you're around on a specific basis, and this is the time to change it. Let's go ahead and pull in a couple of the Oracle of the Radiant Sun just to see what else we have for this month, and then I will go into the Sri Yantra and close that up for you as far as any crystals or other suggestions that they may have. Okay. So in this case, what we have is the affair card in the reverse position. So this doesn't mean someone having an affair. What this means is your comfort level with someone else that you're dealing with. So affairs of the heart, if you will. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantical, but it does have everything to do with who you spend a lot of time with, right? Where's the control in this energy? Where are you going a little bit off the rails when it comes to what you're putting in? Are you willing to lose something so that you can gain your independence and innovation back? So it is very much confirming for me the timing of things that are going to be taking place with that Aquarius energy that's coming in, like I said, the 21st to 22nd when we switch over. I think you're going to find more of that oomph with all of this energy showing up at that point of the month. Anything else that I missed? Nope, they said we are good to go. So let me go ahead and get into the 7 energy of what this Sri Yantra can offer you here. Just going to go in. Here we go. Flipped right to it. Again, this is the energy of the card. If you happen to have any of these grids, then this is going to be a good time for you to use it. What we're talking about is connecting to the higher wisdom. So it's important that you use meditation so that you can clear yourself from feeling busy or frustrated. It promotes relaxation and a sense of calm with an altered state of consciousness so that you can start taking a look at productivity, creativity, general health, and well-being. Start with 5 or 10 minutes of a day. Start with any music that you like. Start with anything that gets you into the zone if you're not a meditator, right? That's how you get into it. So the crystal suggestions that they have are going to be selenite, celestite, clear quartz, apophyllite, and or singing quartz. And of course there is a basic mantra that goes with this, and it's called Om. That vibration of that sound is going to be very supportive for you. If you have crystals, if you're a crystal grid person, using the Sri Yantra is going to enhance what it is that you're requesting of the universe to support you with whatever that happens to be. So overall, my friends, you are going through a shift this year by moving yourself, again, talking about journey, adventure, moving yourself into a specific group of people, places, things that are going to support you in a more harmonious fashion. And it's beautiful. You have time to sit there and think about what that is, but you have to get in tune with you and you. So make sure that you are meditating, going into prayer, doing those different types of things that are going to help you. Self-discipline is going to be important for you, but you should be seeking this as a sense of adventure for your overall health for this particular month. So that's very short and sweet, but it is very direct, and we don't have to take it too much further. I want to thank you so much for, again, being with me, and I want to offer anyone that needs to have a personal one-to-one session, take a look at the description box here. You will find the link of how to book in with me, whether it's 15 minutes or an hour or more. There's something that is available to suit you, to really get down to the brass tacks for yourself and get into your energies. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year. Many blessings. Namaste. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.